Happy New Year 22, dear listeners, and a warm welcome to you all to another episode of UCS podcasts. In today's episode, we will be talking about the role of an external member in the Internal Complaints Committee. In conversation, we have with us Mr. Mahesh Revanna, who is a lawyer with 15 plus years experience in general corporate and real estate laws. He is an external member on the IC of several organizations and is also a director on the board of UCS. Welcome Mahesh and a happy new year to you. To begin with, I would like to ask you, who is an external member and what does the law state with regard to an appointment of an external member?
Hi Kaveri, and a very happy new year to you too. I'm glad to be back once again on UCS podcast. Firstly, an external member is the only member of the IC who is not an employee of the organization. Section 4, subclause 2.c of the Act, popularly known as the PoSH Act, provides for a person to be appointed as an external member. An external member is a person appointed from an NGO or associations that are committed to the cause of women, or who is a person who is familiar with the issues relating to sexual harassment.
Mahesh, what is the objective of having an external member on the IC?
The primary objective of having an external member is to keep the IC independent and have an impartial person in position to command respect and compliance from the influential management. It is to prevent the possibility of any undue pressure or influence from senior levels of the company. This was also mentioned by the court in the case of Jaya Kodete versus Rashtrasant Tukdoji Maharaj, Nagpur University.
Mahesh, you are an external member on the IC of several companies. I was always under the impression that an external member must be a woman. Isn't it what most people believe?
Yeah, true Kaveri. Most people do have this misunderstanding. However, it is not so. The PoSH Act does not mandate the external member has to be a woman. For example, I am on the IC of several organizations as an external member. The law only mentions that an external member must meet the required qualifications, which I mentioned to you earlier. Since I have been actively engaged in handling issues related to sexual harassment at the law firm, and I've also been handling a lot of labor related issues for the last 15 years, I do meet the required criteria, and therefore I can be appointed as an external member. However, while nominating the members of the IC, one important factor that an employer must ensure is that at least 50% of the total members so nominated are women.
Thank you, Mahesh, for the clarification that you gave me. Now that you have mentioned to me that a man or a woman can be an external member on the IC, what is the role of such an external member?
Kaveri, going by what I've experienced and being the external member of the IC of several organizations, amongst others, some of the important role of an external member are to guide and assist the IC in conducting the inquiry when there is a complaint, providing support in functioning of the IC, and also ensure that the provisions of law are respected and implemented, give appropriate advice, guidance to the members of the IC and to any employee who has approached him or her. Lastly, it's the primary role of the external member to ensure that the IC acts independently, impartially, and in an unbiased manner.
Mahesh, from what you say, the external member has a very important role. Accordingly, I believe that it is very crucial that an organization selects the right person to be the external member. What are the essential qualities an organization must look for in a person when selecting an external member?
You're absolutely right. The external member does have a very important role in the IC. It is very important that an organization chooses the right person as the external member. In choosing the right external member, an organization must keep some key points in mind so that the chosen external member is an added asset to the IC. Kaveri, the IC has been given quasi-judicial power as that of a civil court to deal with cases when it comes to summoning and enforcing the attendance of any person and examining them on oath. The production of documents during an inquiry, Therefore, persons appointed as IC members from the organization must be unbiased, must not be prejudiced, and must have a balanced emotional quotient. These qualities also apply to an external member. However, when an organization chooses an external member, in addition to the qualities I already mentioned, the organization must see if such a person has enough experience in dealing with women-related issues, which can either be from a legal aspect or a social aspect. It is also important for an organization to conduct a reasonable due diligence on the person shortlisted to be in the position of external member. Lastly, a person must not be appointed as an external member if he or she has been convicted of an offense or an inquiry is pending against them, if they are found guilty in disciplinary proceedings or a disciplinary proceeding is pending against them.
Thank you, Mahesh, for this wonderful session. The external member is without a doubt a person having a very important role in the IC. It is a position which holds grave responsibility and must be treated with the enormity it deserves. At UCS, we do provide assistance in helping your organization find a diligent and competent external member for your IC. Do contact us if you require our assistance. Ladies and gentlemen, I do hope you found this episode very informative and interesting. Do get in touch with us with your queries, suggestions, and feedback by emailing us at admin@upseedconsulting.com or writing to us on LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. We will be back soon with another interesting topic. Wishing you all a great day.